Here we are once again talking about libs of TikTok. Now, if you go back and you watch some of my previous videos on libs of TikTok, you'll hear dozens of times in which I say that the behavior of this right-wing propaganda account is going to result in violence. It's going to result in violence, threats, harassment. People's lives will be ruined, and people will be threatened. People will be, unsafe, and it's just generally going to lead to harm being caused because the ideas and the lies that libs of TikTok and other related conservative demagogues spread are just based in the most malicious possible desire to spread misinformation and to hurt particular groups of people possible. And, today, unfortunately, I've been proven right. Libs of TikTok suspended from Twitter in wake of Children's National Hospital audio recording. On Thursday, Chaya Raichik, I thought it was Raya, yeah, I guess it is, yeah, Chaya Raichik, the person behind the right-wing account Libs of TikTok, tweeted audio of a conversation she had with employees at Children's National Hospital that set off a weekend-long firestorm. It ended in her account getting temporarily suspended from Twitter. Remember, never permaban, because accounts like this generate too much profit for platforms until they're just not anymore. Seth Dillon, owner of the conservative satire website Babylon Bee's owner, posted the news of Libs of TikTok's account lockout. Libs of TikTok's last post appears to be on Friday. On Thursday, August 25th, Libs of TikTok shared audio that caused a right-wing explosion, in which she spoke to at least 2 employees at Children's National Hospital and asked them if they would perform hysterectomies on children under the age of 18 to aid in transitioning. The call came as conservatives have led a charge against children's hospitals for providing care to trans patients, as part of a moral panic against transgender people, one of which Libs of TikTok both spearheaded and egged on. In the audio, it's unclear who Raichik speaks to, but she goads them into saying they would conduct hysterectomies on patients under the age of 18.
Thank you for calling National Hospital. Your call may be recorded for quality assurance.
I was calling for information about gender-affirming hysterectomies.
Okay, so gender-affirming hysterectomy.
I've been in touch with quite a few hospitals, and a lot of them, they said they won't do it for my 16-year-old, and then I was told that this hospital might, and I also saw it on your website. So if you guys do it for a 16-year-old,
I like how conservatives, in order to try to, create they don't even have any anecdotes to point to anymore to try to create a broader narrative from. Because remember, conservatives rely on taking individual, isolated anecdotes and then implying, never being able to state because they can't, but heavily, heavily implying that is a single example of a much larger problem. Now they can't even do that. They have to make up a fake, non-existent 16-year-old trans kid, lie to medical staff, and mislead them and goad them into giving an answer that she will find most easy to twist and warp into a negative message for the public. And of course, we know how it ended. The bomb threats to the children's hospital. Let's listen to the rest.
Would be happy for, to come for a consultation or whatever it takes.
Let me get you over to the operator, and I hate to transfer you.
I just want to know if you guys do service that age, before coming all the way for an in-person consult and going through all the paperwork and everything.
Yeah, it depends. Each department is different. Some departments cut off at 18. How old is your patient?
16.
Okay, all right, so they're in the clear. I'll email Dr. Call and see what we can do. In the meantime, if you still want me to transfer you, I can still transfer you to surgery.
Okay, here's the
Hi,
transfer.
I was calling because I'm looking for information about the gender-affirming hysterectomies that you guys offer. Am I in the right place?
Okay. Yes. This is the clinic. Did you want to make an appointment?
So I was just wondering. I've contacted quite a few hospitals already. It seems like it's difficult to find one that does the operation for my 16-year-old, and I was told that you guys do that. So if you do it for 16-year-olds, then yes, I'd love to schedule an appointment, a consultation, whatever you need.
By the way, there's no video for you guys to see. It's just audio.
If you don't mind me asking, what is your child gender changing to, so I can point you to the right direction?
Yeah, well, he transitioned to male. You know, he already had the top surgery, and now we're looking for the hysterectomy.
Okay, beautiful. So I'm going to transfer you to the GYN nurse line. One of the nurses will give you a call to give you more information and to let you know the steps.
Bro, thank God I am not trans. If this is how many phone calls and transfers you have to go through to get gender-affirming surgery, holy fucking shit. I have to hype myself up to call the local pizza place. I have to like rehearse what I'm gonna say to make sure I don't say, "Thank you, you too," when the motherfucker says, "Enjoy your pizza." Like, bro, can you fucking imagine? Oh, God. I feel sorry for all of my trans viewers who have to deal with all this shit. If anything, she's showing the system works terribly. Yeah, like, well, we'll get a little bit into it in a moment. Let's finish the clip.
And the protocol that they do for that, okay?
Okay. So they would do it for that age?
Yes.
Okay, great. Is it a common procedure that you guys do for that age?
Yes, we have all different type of age groups that comes in for that.
For the hysterectomy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, do you know, like, what's the youngest age you would do it on?
Wait, does she know that hysterectomies are a medical procedure done for a lot of reasons unrelated to being trans? We'll get into it in a moment because the statement from the hospital basically explains this, but let's finish the clip.
I'm not sure, but I have seen younger kids, and I'm not, due to HIPAA, I'm not allowed to say that, but I have seen younger kids, younger than your child age.
Get the gender-affirming hysterectomy surgery?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I really appreciate your help.
All right, so that is the clip that, of course, resulted in right-wing conservatives on Twitter just losing their absolute shit. According to the Washington Post, Children's National Hospital didn't dispute the accuracy of the audio, but said the employees provided inaccurate information. Conservatives have pointed back to a line on Children's website which said the hospital provided gender-affirming care to patients from ages 0 to 21. Children's Hospital told the Post that the information on its website was also erroneously posted. But the denials from Children's National Hospital did not satiate the right-wing crowd stirred up by the audio. It led to a flood of threats against the hospital, which has happened to a number of children's hospitals that libs of TikTok and other prominent conservatives posted about this month. This is not the first children's hospital to get bomb threats and other violent threats because of libs of TikTok this month alone. In the wake of the reports about threats being made to the hospital, Libs of TikTok was locked out of her account. I think she's already back. According to Fox News, Libs of TikTok is not allowed to post for a week. In its message to Libs of TikTok, Twitter noted that you may not promote violence against, threaten, or harass other people on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability, or serious disease. Isn't it funny how every single Libs of TikTok post ever is that? And Twitter now knows about her and banned her, and for 1 week. You get a slap on the wrist for encouraging bomb threats to a children's hospital. This is what I talk about when I say there is no conservative censorship happening. It's not happening, okay? You guys just can't keep your fucking mouths shut about how much you want to kill and brutalize minorities long enough to make the platforms you exist on enough money for you to gain complete immunity. Like, if you make these platforms enough money, you'll get immunity. It'll happen. Whether it be through they ban you, but then don't even attempt to ban your brutalate. Yes, like inventing new words. Like they'll just like, even if it's they ban you, like ban you once, they'll even just like not ban your alts. They'll just like, as long as there's enough plausible deniability for them to claim they don't know, that's what they'll do, because these accounts bring a lot of people to their platform, and they bring a lot of people they bring Twitter a lot of money. They bring a lot of advertisers to the platform, because if you're scrolling through your Twitter and you're seeing Chaya Raichik, aka Libs of TikTok's newest tweet, and you start you look at the newest tweet, and you start scrolling down, well, then you're going to start seeing the ads for the stupid fucking mobile games that are never are actually like what the mobile game ads say they are. Ads for all sorts of stupid shit, ads for restaurants, ads for companies that are disguised as tweets from people, sponsored tweets, stuff like that. Things that make Twitter money. It's all driven by the financial incentive. Twitter does not have this strong moral compass that's making them desire to ban and delete all of the racists and conservatives off of there. They know about Libs of TikTok. They know what she's doing. They know what she stands for and what she's saying and what she's spreading. But she's probably the most popular conservative Twitter account there is. So if they ban her, well, they've lost a whole lot of their user base if they do that. If they do it permanently. So I don't think Libs of TikTok's going to get perma-banned unless she really, really, really pushes it. I think they're just going to keep on giving her slaps on the wrist until she just does something that makes it so that the mainstream media can't ignore it anymore. I think that's probably what's going to happen. Anyway, I do think it's funny that now Twitter is basically admitting they know about Libs of TikTok. They know that every single post she makes is TOS, and yet they don't care to ban her permanently, as they would anybody else. I've been perma-banned from Twitter before because I've literally called friends like insults and stuff. I've been like temp banned from Twitter. I've been perma-banned from Twitter because of quote tweeting and making fun of TERFs before, because they mass report my account. That's happened in the past. It is wild. It is fucking wild to me that Twitter is willing to, like, what's actually wild to me is that the right is willing to play the victim game that they do. Like the whole, like, oh, we're being censored, we're always being silenced game, what they do. While meanwhile, without a doubt, the most popular political personality on Twitter is a hate-spewing faucet that just can't seem to be held accountable for any of the actions that they cause, such as bomb threats being sent to a children's hospital. For those of you guys that don't know, by the way, hysterectomies are not an uncommon procedure. I know for a fact that pyometria is a reason that hysterectomies are often done. It's basically an infection of the bladder, or not the bladder, of the uterus, and I guess it can spread to the bladder and urinary tract as well, but it's mostly of the uterus. That's just one reason. I know there are issues that can, all sorts of reasons why women get hysterectomies, and why, like, it's just not like an uncommon thing. Even children can get hysterectomies because of health problems they have. So essentially what happened here, by the looks of it, is that Libs of TikTok called the, ovarian cancer. There's all sorts of stuff. There's like literally like probably a list longer than I could fit on my screen of different health things that require or warrant a hysterectomy to fix that could be done to a child. Now, here's the thing. An 8-year-old girl a girl in my grade 8 class had to get a hysterectomy. Yeah. Anyway, so putting that aside, what Libs of TikTok probably did here was call a hospital, random like lady at the front desk, who is not a doctor or a nurse, by the way. I'm pretty sure when you call the front desk of a hospital, you're not calling medical professionals that know what's really 100% going on at the hospital or understand the medical dealings of what's going on. Their job is to answer the phones and to keep people's like appointments and things like that, right? And to like maybe give info, like to route people to the right area to when they call, stuff like that, right? So she called one of those people, basically a front desk receptionist, and asked them, do you do this particular surgery for this reason for people this age and under at this hospital? And she was like, I mean, I can put you through to the actual area where they would answer that question properly. Then what was it? The GYN, I think it was. And then Libs of TikTok says, no, don't transfer me there. I just want to know, do you do that surgery here? because she didn't want to get transferred over to the area where they would know what she's talking about and what they're talking about and give her like the right information, which is much harder for her to twist and make look bad on her TikTok. So she made sure the only people she was speaking to were random receptionists at the front desk that she could fool, essentially, because let's be real, those receptionists don't know if the kids going in to get a hysterectomy are doing it because they're transitioning. Like just because the lady at the front desk works at a hospital does not know she has an intimate understanding of gender transition, and especially not gender transition of children, okay? She sees people come in for their appointment, see a doctor, and then they come out and tells them when they're coming in again if they do. Or like for receiving like people in the ER and stuff. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm pretty sure the lady who answered the phone was not a doctor or a licensed medical professional. So with that said, the hospital came out, rebutted what was said in the call as not being true as to how the hospital functions, and all of this bomb threat shit was not only a transphobic, politically motivated attack goaded on and started by libs of TikTok. Not only that, but it was predicated on a complete lie in the first place. The thing that these hate-filled bigots thought was true in the first place that goaded them into engaging in this act of terrorism wasn't even true. Like, at the very least, when conservatives talk about wanting to shoot up, like, drag shows and stuff, they show a video of a drag show or something that actually happened. But in this case, the thing that they got mad about isn't even true. They just essentially one step behind making it up. What do hysterectomies for endometriosis have to do with performing gender-affirming hysterectomies on adolescents? The hospital came out and said they don't do gender-affirming hysterectomies for adolescents. That person on the phone didn't know what they were talking about. They were just a receptionist, and the Libs of TikTok lady just kind of bullied her into saying yes. And it just wasn't true. They don't provide gender-affirming hysterectomies to kids under, or anyone under 18 at that hospital. They just don't. The lady at the front desk was wrong. She probably saw kids going in for hysterectomies for other reasons and just kind of said, sure, whatever, yeah, they do. Just get off the phone with me and go call the person you're supposed to. You realize that lady on the phone gets paid like $6 an hour, right? No, probably more like $9 an hour, but not enough. Certainly not enough. Anyway, if you enjoyed this segment, please consider leaving a like. You can also go leave a special like over on Chaya Rychik, aka Libs of TikTok's Twitter account if you like. In fact, if you really like this video, comment down below. You know, I don't know. Comment something down below. Your favorite word. Comment your favorite word down below. Not conservatives, don't do that, actually. If you're right-wing, do not comment your favorite word down below, please. But if you are... If you're right wing, do not comment your favorite word down below, please. If you are not right wing, feel free, comment your favorite word down below, and if you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe, ring the bell icon to turn on all notifications so YouTube tells you when I go live or upload a new video. You can hit the like button to support me for completely free. YouTube buffed the like button. It does even more to support my channel than it did before, so hit that motherfucking like button whether you're watching right now live or if you're watching this as a VOD after the fact or if you're watching it as a video when it goes up on its own. Hit that motherfucking like button. Smash that motherfucking like button. And if you want to see more from me on the internet, you can follow my social media, all linked down below in the description. And of course, if you want to support me financially, you can always do so by donating, subscribing, or gifting a sub on my website, xanderhall.com/live, or supporting me on YouTube, Twitch, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, or Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and have a good one.